Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. So in today's video I'm doing a review of Delina La Rosée by the House of Parfums De Marly. This concludes my review of the Delina line. I this week reviewed Delina Exclusive, and now Delina La Rosée. It's in the classic signature Parfums De Marly bottle, which I think is absolutely beautiful and luxury and opulence. I love that it's a translucent pink, absolutely gorgeous bottle, and has the tassels that is common for all of your female fragrances from Parfums De Marly. So one definition of this fragrance I would give would be your classic expensive luxury rosewater. That's what I get. We will dive into fragrance notes in a second, but off the back, this is expensive rosewater. It is aquatic, beautiful, oceany rose. That's what I get off the back. It's one of the freshest rose fragrance which I have. I have a few fresh fragrances, but I don't have one centered around rose, which I think this fragrance will give you if you were to have it in your collection. This is a fresh, beautiful woman. So this is your just out of the shower, fresh, elegant type fragrance. Definitely comparable to your other Delina, add-ons of certain fragrance notes, and there are removals of certain fragrance notes that makes this fragrance what it is. What I get from this fragrance straight away is rosewater goodness. It's very oceany, aquatic, fresh, rosy, floral, watery. It's a fresh fragrance. You know, if I'm going to compare it back to your Delina has a freshness, but the freshness comes from rhubarb. Rhubarb is a root vegetable, and so it has a lot of juice inside of it, and that juice is so fresh and so good and potent. They've done away with rhubarb and they've introduced water notes, and they've introduced floral notes and pear. Let's go into fragrance notes. I am going to go on Fragrantica and read out the fragrance notes, and I will say which one I think is more prominent, which one I feel is diluted or I don't actually smell at all. So I'm on Fragrantica, and Fragrantica, so yes, it's the exact same perfumer who created all of your Delinas. So your Delina Exclusive, and Delina La Rosée. Quentin Bush is his name. So the main accords are floral, fresh, rose, aquatic, yes, definitely aquatic, fruity, musky, tropical, citrus. There are no citrus notes in there, but I definitely smell something citrusy, woodsy, and fruit. I said fruit. Woodsy and sweet. And the top notes in Delina La Rosée are lychee, pear, and bergamot. And I think the bergamot in this fragrance is what gives the rosewater sharpness. So rosewater, to me, I feel is a very plain scent. It's just rose, watery rose. But the sharpness, I believe, comes from your bergamot. There's a sweetness and fruitiness with your pear. So I think that's the top notes really giving more of a presence to that rosewater scent. And then your mid notes are peony, Turkish rose, yes, which is the main backbone of all your Delina. Your Turkish rose sits in all your Delinas. Green notes and floral notes. And the base are white musk, woodsy notes, and Haitian vetiver, which I don't really smell Haitian vetiver, if I'm honest, but I don't think it's a strong enough scent. I think there are stronger notes in this fragrance that stands out a little bit more than your Haitian vetiver. So let's talk. I definitely smell rose because that's the DNA of all your Delina. The rose here is empowered by your watery notes, so it gives you that rose water vibes, correct? And then floral notes, yes, I do smell it to give a more potency to your rose. And then it has pear and bergamot to give a sharpness and fruitiness to the rose. So all in all, I think this is rose water, luxury rose water. That's what I get from this fragrance. It's definitely fresh. It's definitely aquatic. It's what you would wear straight out of the shower on your wedding day. If you were going to wear your Delinas for your wedding day, actually, Delina La Rosée would be what you wear coming out of the shower to sit down to get your makeup done. And then Delina would be what you wear to the church, the reception. And then Delina Exclusive, I believe, would be the wedding after party. Yes, I think if I was going to put those fragrances in order, that's what I would do. So, do I love it? I love it, yes, because I do not have any fresh rose scents in my collection, and therefore this covers it. Do we need it? I think no, because I think Delina does exactly what this fragrance has set out to do already for us, because it's fresh rose, but it takes the freshness to a different direction in the watery type freshness direction. And I think Parfums De Marly were really clever in making this a translucent bottle, because the watery notes are more so your translucent type of freshness, as opposed to the rhubarb gives you your earthy vegetable root type freshness. So that's the distinction, I think, from the freshness of Delina and the freshness of Delina La Rosée. It does have musk in it. Delina also has musk in it to give it that powdery feel and that long-lasting power. There is pear in this, and the pear is also comparable to the pear that is in Delina Exclusive. But the pear in this fragrance, because of the notes surrounding it, is allowed to shine. Delina Exclusive has pear, but there are still other dominant notes that kind of mutes the pear out of Delina Exclusive. There are ouds, there are woodsy notes, there's amber, and it somewhat mutes your pear in Delina Exclusive. And that's slightly different here in that the notes around pear is more so translucent, like your watery notes, your florals, and it's a safe place for pear to kind of pop out, and so you definitely smell your pear here. It gives it its fruitiness. Longevity for this, I'd say, would be 10 out of 10. I sprayed it in the daytime or in the morning, and I could still smell it at nighttime. I've not felt the need to have to top up this fragrance. Projection, I would say, similar to Delina, it's not beast mode projection, so it cannot compete with the likes of your Baccarat Rouge by MFK or your what other beast mode fragrances are there. It's not beast mode. It's simply a sweet, fresh scent that just oozes and creates a scent bubble around you and leaves somewhat of a scent trail wherever you go. But if there are stronger jam-packed potent fragrances in the same room as this fragrance, it will be muted for sure. So all in all, I do love Delinas. I'd say all my Delinas are the most elegant fragrances in my collections, and definitely beautiful, definitely warm, cozy. Definitely, I'd go as far as saying they are all elegance in a bottle. If you wanted to have that statement to say, I'm a beautiful, well put together, soft, feminine woman, that's the fragrance it says I would gravitate to. That's it for my review on Delina La Rosée. Let me know what you think. If you guys have exact same view as me, I'd like to know. If you have contrary views, I'd like to know. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye.